Yeah, we want to create this winning culture.
Nashville is calling. Nashville is calling.
This group works the hardest we have ever worked. We will do everything it takes to get 3 points because that is our mentality.
Right side, Espinoza! The calendar keeps turning and the results just keep coming for Nashville Soccer Club. The boys in gold coming off that scoreless draw against Club América Tuesday in Concacaf Champions Cup. A 1-0 loss against Chicago Fire last Saturday at Soldier Field. Looking to get back on the winning side of things here tonight in Charlotte. Nashville with a huge opportunity outside of MLS play coming up Tuesday in the Concacaf Champions Cup quarterfinal. But right here, right now, none of that matters as the boys in gold are looking to collect 3 points in MLS play and remain at the top of the Eastern Conference table.
Get locked in and understand what this game's going to take. It's going to take the team effort, that you win your individual duels first. We're going to have to earn every single inch of the field tonight. But all night we fight for each other. From the opening whistle, they feel us. First punch comes from Nashville. Jack.
The first day of preseason, we talked about becoming elite. And it's easy to say on day one, anybody can do that. But believing we're elite, even after we had a couple results that didn't go our way, that's the test. That's where normal teams break, not us. We respond. Day one, we talked about becoming elite. Tonight, let's go out there and prove it. Come on!
5 matches in 21 days, 4 of them away from Geodis Park. That continues tonight as the boys in gold visit Charlotte FC, looking to keep pace at the top of the East.
We go from the start, alright? No excuses. Impose our will on them, impose our win. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
It is a top 3 battle in the Eastern Conference on match day 7 of the MLS regular season. Nashville and Charlotte are underway at Bank of America Stadium. Jack Mayer partnering with Maxwell Waledzi in the middle of the Nashville back line wearing the captain's band. Charlotte, early on in their possession, have been quick to give it back to Nashville, but it's intercepted. Kosov does win it right back. He's right back inside of the box. Patrick Yazbek picks it up, fizzes one on towards goal, and saved by Kalina, who bobbled it for a moment. Almost went right through Christian Kalina and into the back of the net, but he turned and rescued as Toklamani clears it out left side. Liel Abada approaching Josh Bauer. Abada getting it onto his left foot towards the end line. Chip cross on the way at the back post. It's off the post and off of Schwacke and somehow stays out of the net. My goodness, Charlotte almost taking an early lead. Schwacke knew nothing about it. It went off the back post and making a run midfield. This is Yazbek, collects the feed, top of the 18. Yazbek looking for an angle, doesn't have it, drops it for Taksev. Long strike, Eddie scores. Oh, and he is mobbed in the 14th minute from Norway to Nashville, and a year later, Eddie Taksev has his first MLS goal. What a start for Nashville. Less than 15 minutes in. Nashville players recovering well to get in front of any potential strikes, and now it's back with Brian Schwacke. This is what Charlotte does well. They box you in. Pepiel, long switch into the box, over the top, headed by Waledzi, loose ball, collected by Schwacke, and he rolls it out to Lucas. Nashville deals with the moment. And that'll do it for the first 45. Eddie Taksev from distance in the 14th minute. Nashville leads Charlotte 1-0 at the break. With 45 minutes still to go, Nashville SC will look to get the job done. Both teams back out on the field for the second half. The whistle blows and the boys in gold kick things off. Collision in the middle of the Nashville half as Wheel goes down. He is still down. Now he's able to slowly get up and gingerly being helped off the field in Charlotte. So not exactly a planned substitution. Looks as though Hani Mukhtar is going to come into this game. But Nashville again sloppy with the ball here, able to regain control, and Yazbek comes motoring through midfield. Patrick Yazbek, head of steam towards the final third, still going. Yazbek, right side of the box. Yazbek, deflected ball is in. Patrick Yazbek. The goals are coming from the midfielders tonight in Charlotte. 2-0 in the 62nd minute. Nashville. Here's a long cross in out of nothing, bouncing towards the 6. Man goes down, penalty kick awarded for Charlotte FC. And in the 64th minute, Charlotte has a chance to cut the Nashville lead in half from the spot. Edon Toklamani at the spot. Approaches with the right foot, it's saved by Schwacke. The rebound is over the bar. This man is a penalty specialist. Brian Schwacke had it read all the way. Here comes a double change from BJ Callahan as Sam Surridge and Christian Espinoza are coming in. De La Torre, top of the box, trying to slip in a loco. Schwacke coming off his line, and a penalty kick's just been given to Charlotte. And so, here we go, deja vu, 89th minute. Brian Schwacke once again will face a penalty kick, and it is Archie Goodwin who will line up the second attempt. Down the left side, he scores. Nashville 2, Charlotte FC 1. With a 1-goal lead in 9 minutes of added time. This is far from over. Desperation mode for Charlotte just to rescue a point at home. Nashville trying to cling on for a road win. Charlotte fans not happy. Not happy with the amount of time going off the clock. There's the whistle. Nashville SC comes into Bank of America Stadium, takes all 3 points, and will head back to Music City.
Yes, man. Well done. Well done.
What happened? What happened? I don't remember.
We were in the hotel. I didn't get to cook. But the boys, we got together. We made a little 3-point casserole. Casserole it. We're rolling.
Buzzing, +3, keep it moving. Mexico City, next up, let's go.
Bravo, hermano.
How do you think this stage, as you were kind of alluding to, further amplifies the trajectory for the club?
Yeah, I think it's again a great opportunity to play in a tournament that we earned our way into with the performances last season, and so for us, we are again, like I said, an ambitious club. So our expectation is to go up against really good teams and be able to compete, and we want to advance just as bad as they do. And I think you're going to see that with the performance and the intensity that we're able to play with tomorrow night.
We want to build a robustness with the players that can withstand the demands of playing at an elite level. And I think that's what we've tried to do coming out of the first preseason, going into this year, knowing that we were going to play in these competitions and potentially play a lot of matches, which we have.
Well, there's no coincidence that teams that compete both in MLS and Concacaf Champions Cup normally do really poorly in league play. The idea of managing all those games and congested schedule is really, really challenging. And it's not a coincidence when you think the only year in our club's history where we didn't go to the playoffs was the year we first played in CCC in 2024. So the idea of being able to balance both these competitions and to maneuver through that labyrinth the way BJ and the players have, it's been outstanding. 4 different times in the first half of the season, we've had to play 5 games in 15 days. That's a game every 3 days. So for our guys physically, mentally, and emotionally, be able to balance all that, the idea of doing that, it's highly unusual.
There's a lot of details that go into it. I mean, like I said, there's themes and buckets of themes that will go into the training that come from our conversations about what we're going to experience with the opponent, also linked in with kind of how we played in the previous game and things that we want to work and improve on as well.
Me and John take the opposition scouting. We're 1 week on, 1 week off. Obviously, with a lot of games, it's still almost every week for us that we're grinding. Typically how I would start in opposition scouting, I'll try to look at the last 3 or 4 games of the opponent and start to get some of their tendencies. And then we start to think about what the opponent looks like with the ball, the opponent without the ball, and then we start to kind of put together a game plan of how we want to attack that. We present it to the group, kind of what we feel like the solutions are, and that's when a lot of the discussions, debate, who plays, who we feel like can help us reach our objective, which is win a game every single time we play. And we come to a conclusion and we're all together at the end of it.
You kind of have 2 different kind of training groups. It's kind of, we're one team, but within the team, you've got players that are playing maybe substantially more minutes than another group of players. So we're kind of training differently with different groups of players, and we're mapping out lineups 2 and 3 games ahead of time. So we know we're planning and preparing for that. When we have that preparation and that planning, it's then mapping out what's the training cycle going to look like. and how are we preparing them and giving them the best opportunity to perform at their highest level, from knowing the opponent, how we want to approach the game, what are the kind of tactical keys and objectives, the match keys that are going to be important to us, but then also making sure that with these large number of games and playing every 3 days, that we know exactly what players are playing when, how we're rotating them, how we're keeping them fresh and sharp.
The work that we put in obviously has been fruitful and it's working, so when things are going well, you want to keep going. You want to keep that momentum, kind of keep our foot on the gas and continue the way that we're going.
You want to be competing for trophies, you want to have these games, I think we've used this term a lot, but it's a privilege. We've had multiple 3-game weeks, with the Champions Cup, so that kind of means Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday games. There's a lot of planning and preparation that's needed, but you want those games, you want our club to be participating in those games, and we want to be testing ourselves with the best teams in this continent.
And that's it, full time. Nashville SC, the first ever Major League Soccer side to win at Estadio Azteca.
Let's go! Let's go, boys! Yes, man!
Hey!
Yes!
Historical stadium, a lot of big players, big teams played here, and Nashville SC, we made history for our club in this stadium. I can't give more credit to the guys. It's hard altitude, all these excuses, but we don't want excuses, we fight. And today, we fought, and I can give all the credit to the boys.
And the Tiger?
Always say, we are Tiger, we are calm, but we hunt. And we attack everyone.
Come on! Hey, listen. Nashville is calling. Yeah, hello, sir. What's up? Okay, we are in Mexico, sir. Yes. Okay, 3 points, okay, yes. Nashville! Come on!
As players, as coaches, we all sacrifice a lot to do what we do, and obviously it's a great benefit, and we all love what we do, but typically we're away from our families. We spend a lot of time, we miss a lot of things from our families, so when those moments happen and you're together and it's just you and 25, 30 people, staff and players, against a whole stadium and against the whole city and basically a country, makes those little moments worth it.
Mukhtar, excellent little pullback. It's Hani Mukhtar, and Nashville take the lead in the Azteca.
Accomplishing something historic for the club and the league was pretty cool. And I think that's something that you take for the rest of your career and said you were the first to kind of go do that. For me, a major accomplishment for our group as a whole in terms of when I first came into the club, from where they were then or where we were at that point to where we are now, winning a game in Azteca in the CCC knockout game is a major step forward for the club. And for me, I couldn't be prouder of being a part of that moment, actually.
Hey, enjoy.
Nashville Soccer Club is roaring through the 2026 calendar as Concacaf Champions Cup semifinalists and Eastern Conference leaders. 2 teams trending in different directions, but you can throw out the records. It's a Southeastern soccer showdown as we are here in match day 8.
I'm very proud of you guys. Every single person in this room. Hey, we fight, but we always have to remember, there's a process to it. We have to respect it, we have to believe, and we trust. Go out there, follow our instincts. But always have that in mind. Every single game, you have to do it again and again and again. And I can't stress it enough. The difference between a good team and a great team, and we want to be, end of the year, the great team. Mental toughness. This is always what matters. Because in the end of the day, mentality wins always over quality. Always. And we know it. We have been long enough in the business. But we need to show it every single time. And one more thing. We all have the tiger in us. We know it now. We have the tiger in us, but we need to bring it out. Because if he's calm, they will smash us. We need to be aggressive from the first minute. I tell you now, this is a reminder for me, Chicago. I don't want to see that. We need to be from the first minute. We need to be there. Everybody, bring the tiger out and we win. Come on, boys.
Both teams are back out onto the field for the second 45. Atlanta going right to left in their home whites, Nashville left to right. And again, Nashville, the bigger threat. More of an edge to them in this game. And now, play is stopped. Warren Madrigal is seated. And so Nashville will make its first change. Alex Muil will come on. Not sure if this is related to the collision from the first half between Madrigal and Mayumba. Lovitz, one-time cross on the way. Mukhtar meets it with the volley over the bar. A half volley with the side of his right foot. See if things start to heat up here inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. From behind, Palacios in a very high roll. Gives it off to Mukhtar in the center circle. Here comes Hani streaking middle of the field. Hani right side. Espinoza! Back post, yes! Nashville on the break. BJ Callahan urgently clapping, gesturing towards Nashville. This is often where Nashville wants to increase its press, move its line of confrontation up, put teams in uncomfortable situations and keep the foot on the gas, even when on the road. Do not expect Nashville to bunker down here for the next 20 minutes plus stoppage time. Qasim taking off for Shaq Mohammed, a Nashville MLS debut for the 22-year-old that was acquired in the offseason from Orlando via a trade. 90th minute now. Approaching stoppage time at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Atlanta attacking right to left with a sense of urgency. The five stripes. That's collected by Baker Whiting on the near touchline. Whiting scoops it over the top. Espinoza in chase. Christian with a perfect through ball. Almost perfect. Spoke too soon, but is collected by Hani. Coming down the left side. Mukhtar, top of the box. Hani to the overlapping Mohammed! Shaq Mohammed scores! A one-time strike and a first career Nashville goal in stoppage time to make it 2-0 to Nashville. Oh, you see the emotion from Shaq Mohammed. Hani collected top of the box, just waited for Mohammed to overlap, and the one-time finish. What a week for this club. 7 days, 3 matches, 6 points in league play, and a semifinal berth. And there's the whistle from Alan Chapman. The challenges keep on coming for Nashville, and so do the results. Final score from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Nashville SC 2, Atlanta United 0.
Yes, Adam! Yes! Yes! Say something, say something, say something. Here we go, Shaq! Here we go! Congratulations. Yes,
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Bro, this guy had me tearing up because he was tearing up.
Max was crying, and Shaq was crying when Shaq scored.
Shaq crying made me
Causing
cry.
male emotion.
Clean sheet, 3 points in Atlanta. Big week. What we have done in Estadio Azteca and now here in Mercedes-Benz, amazing from the boys. 1 week, 9 points, top.
What about Shaq?
Hey, Shaq is my little brother, but not like he's really my brother. I love him like he's my blood. And I'm so happy for him because he works hard. He's a humble kid and he learns and learns and learns. He has a great career in front of him, man. I'm so proud of him.
One aspect of all of this, I mean, managing a congested schedule is obviously depth. It's one thing we've seen really tested here lately, but thrived lately as well. For you, what have you seen from just the full, not just the top, 1 through 11 players, but just the full roster so far?
When you see like a very high profile addition in a free agent signing like Christian Espinoza, it's easy to see like the growth on the ceiling of our group. But one of our goals going into the season was to increase the floor also. We want to make sure we had more capable players who can contribute and play, because we knew how challenging this first half season was going to be with the number of games we were going to have. Because of our roster construction philosophies or principles, sometimes, like the word Moneyball, the phrase Moneyball gets thrown around, and that means different things to different people, because of a book or because of a movie. But the reality is that the Moneyball principle in the simplest terms is to acquire the undervalued. Where data or where stats come in is how you determine that value. And I think what's made all of our groups we've had here, and specifically this one even more so, is that we have more players who have come in, perhaps have been undervalued other places, but have come in with this huge chip on their shoulder with something to prove. No one in this group is entitled, and that's it's uncommon when you have a team and in professional sports where players are looking for more. The guys who are still with us from 2020, it's not a coincidence those guys are here. And to think this nucleus has been here, as OG type players that have been here since the very beginning, has been really cool to see them all grow both on the field and off the field.
I think the way that I get excited about being able to share experiences and help younger players to face and overcome obstacles that I came across in my career, and just being there when they have situations where, you know, maybe they need a hand on their shoulder, or just to see them kind of take huge moments in their career. You know, talk about the Shaq goal, his goal in his debut. Talk about, you know, guys like Warren who come here and do well, Matt, like so many young guys getting their debut here and being able to share that. And I think that's been such a fun part of kind of the transition towards a more veteran presence.
We believe we have one of, if not the deepest team in MLS, and I think each week we play, you get a chance to see that more and more come through as the next man up kind of is not just, again, just like a cliche, but, you know, something I think that's been embodied by this group, because, you know, we talked about this in preseason. It was not going to be a question of if somebody's number was called, it was when. And the reality is that where everyone in this roster has been asked kind of to contribute in some capacity, both in MLS play and CCC so far, you know, the group has rose to the occasion every time.
It is a gorgeous day in Music City, a near cloudless sky for this match day 10 fixture. Nashville fans out in full force on Star Wars night. Charlotte, the dark side tonight, wearing their black road kits. As the tifo unfolds in the supporters section, the Death Star hanging down behind Charlotte's 11. The opening crawl is complete. It is time for kickoff. Nashville SC and Charlotte FC dueling it out here in Music City. Boys in gold coming off 3 consecutive road wins back home at Geodis Park in MLS play for the first time in over a month. Looking to collect 3 points. Palacios pressed by Goodwin, trying to break lines in the air, looking for Madrigal, and Madrigal does end up with it here as Nashville gets it on a turnover. Left side, it is flared to Kassem entering the box. Kassem, right-footed finish, Hani Mukhtar on the feed from Kassem, and Nashville has the high ground. 19th minute, Nashville takes the lead, 1-0 over Charlotte. Kassem to Mukhtar. The boys in gold are out in front. Kassem holding it up, now dribbling straight to the center circle. Kassem advancing his dribble towards the final third. Nahar down the right side, Espinoza with space outside the right side of the 18. Cuts it into Kassem on the left foot. Kassem! Back post strike! Ahmed Kassem from another galaxy doubles Nashville's lead. Wow, what a way to open your account in 2026. Ahmed Kassem. Nashville 2, Charlotte 0. There's the whistle from Alan Chapman, 45 down. BJ Callahan makes his first change at the half. Sam Surridge is on for Warren Madrigal. Down the right side, middle of the Nashville half on the touchline. Nahar breaking ankles. Nahar through ball. Surridge coming down centrally. Right-footed strike. Welcome back, Sam Surridge. In the 60th minute, Super Sam. A one-touch finish at the top of the box. Into the right side netting, and Nashville leads 3-1. Perfect evening in Music City. Packed crowd on hand to watch this Nashville team that has been soaring through 2026. Nashville with the corner, 74th minute, 5th corner of the night. Christian Espinoza to send it in. Here it comes. Woletzi has a glance off his head. It settles to Mukhtar, left-footed strike. Surridge on the end of it. Left side netting. Sam's got 2. Welcome back indeed. A brace for Super Sam. Nashville 4, Charlotte FC 2. Final whistle. The calendar keeps turning and the results just keep coming for Nashville Soccer Club. Final score from Geodis Park on match day 10. Nashville SC 4, Charlotte FC 2, with a massive Concacaf Champions Cup semifinal fixture looming on Tuesday. Nashville continues to separate at the top of the East.
3 points, man!
Win number 99 in club history. What's it been like being here through 99 wins and being close to 100?
Amazing. The growth of the team is unbelievable. We get better from game to game, and this is what soccer is about, you know. Now we need the 100 against Tigres.
Thinking about it, and he
think in every game that we played, in each round, there were different challenges that presented itself, whether it was going in Canada and playing in an environment with very few fans, for example, in the cold weather, and then going to Miami and eliminating them in a knockout game, which is a major stepping stone for us compared to kind of where we ended last season. Going to Club América and going through the adversity of altitude, travel, all that ties into it in the middle of a congested schedule. And then when it came to the Tigres and the Tigres round, we faced a lot of adversity. Like, we have injuries of guys not being able to play or participate. We had an injury at the warm-up of the game away at Tigres that a player stepped in and did an amazing job on 1 minute notice that he was going to play a game. So there were huge moments that I think players leaned in to our anchors and our values and stepped in. And I think from that, these experiences, kind of what we talked about, is not like raising the ceiling, but we raised the floor, and our ceiling is whatever we want to make it to go, So I think for our players, there is this not newfound, but our belief that we are an elite group of players on this continent, and that we should behave like that and we should play like that every time we go out and train or match.
I think for us, again, we're not a new club anymore, but still, a group is always trying to, as we try to become elite, we're trying to collect these experiences that are going to, bring us to a higher gear, and with that comes a higher level of pressure. But I think that they're invaluable experiences, and top teams they're feeling these kinds of pressures, and they're in these really important games all the time, and it becomes a kind of a domino effect, and picks up speed and it gets bigger because you just get used to these big moments and they become the norm for you.
It's one thing to say that you think you can play against anybody. It's another thing when you have a proof of concept. And the idea of playing against the best teams in our league, like Miami, the best teams in North America. You talk about playing at Azteca against Club América. Those are moments and memories that we'll always remember, because they're not just special moments, but they're the first moments that helped us establish who we're going to be. I think teams that do those things once, they celebrate them as something unique. For us, we celebrate the fact that that's kind of the initial time it happens, and kind of our entry through the door to being the kind of elite team that we think we can be.